What do you think? Good. All right, what's happening, everybody? So, today is Sunday, October 22nd, 2017, and I'm not headed into work, but I'm headed to work today. Going over by Luke's, and then we have a photo session for like an engagement shoot type of session at an arboretum. The only problem is it's starting to kind of get really super mega overcasty. Hoping we can get this in before the rain. They're talking about maybe a little bit of rain and or snow. Who knows? It's Chicagoland. Mentioned it yesterday, but I didn't do much vlogging at the wedding at all because I didn't want to like misplace or lose my camera and a week's worth of footage. I also today never unloaded the footage from the camera again, so it is what it is. Wedding went really well, way better than our previous wedding did. We got everything we need, but we also had hours of time to shoot. So we had like the bridal party, formals and all that, we had like almost 2 hours for that. We even got like the bride and groom alone for like at least 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. It was amazing. I even managed to satisfy the mom of the bride. So, you know, I was like, hey, did we ever get a picture of the mom and the bride? And Luke's like, I don't think we did. So I ran and grabbed the mom, got some of those photos. And then like later on in the night, it was like 9 o'clock and we pretty much were done. We were there till 10:30. I told the mom, I pulled her to the side again. I said, hey, you know, if you need any specific photos or want any specific photos, let me know, and, you know, we'll make them happen. And then, you know, of course, like later on, she's like, oh, I want a picture with my sisters. I was like, yes, hell yeah. So we did that. We did a few other ones that she suggested or organized or grouped or whatever you want to call it, but really amazing. And, you know, Luke, the groom was like an old buddy of Luke's that he used to work with. So, so what I was saying, I got a phone call. So what I was saying was that, you know, this was like Luke's old stomping grounds, and it was the groom was one of his old coworker buddies, and Luke like knew a lot of people at the wedding, probably at least a couple dozen people. He knew the groomsmen and all them. Very cool, man. Very cool. So it's kind of nice to, you know, learn more about Luke and meet more of his friends and stuff like that. You know, these are friends from, when he was like in high school and younger, you know. Because Luke isn't that old, to be honest. But pretty cool stuff, man. It was a lot of fun and great. We experimented with some shit. We did some fun stuff. We used like a snoot and did like a venue shot up on like the side of the barn. They had the name of the venue, so I used my snoot and just put a little spotlight right on that. Had them stand in front of the barn, and then we took a snapshot of them, and it like lit them and the barn and everything. It was awesome. And then they had a little like mezzanine or balcony overlooking the dance floor and stuff. So I got up there with my 50 prime and made some magic happen up there too. So that was really cool, really fun. A little worried about this wind again today. Yesterday it was super mega crazy windy at the venue as well, so it kind of sucks. But yeah, so I'm gonna give Vicky a call. I haven't really talked to her. I didn't talk to her at all yesterday. Right as I was about to call her, she went to bed. So that's it. Stay tuned for more. So we are now, I met up at Luke's house and we stopped and got some gas, and now we're headed over to the venue, the location I should say. Last night, so something happened that I think is going to stick with me for a long time, and I don't know exactly how. I'm guessing Luke told him, or maybe I mentioned it, but like the bride and groom, they have 2 kids. One's a 7-month-old, and the other one's like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old. And you know, it's tough working gigs like that. You know, seeing all these people, all these kids and stuff, and being away from my kid. But it was really weird. It was like at the end of the night, the groom's kind of drunk and stuff, and when he comes up and he gave me like a really nice heartfelt thank you for everything. He's like, you know, thanks for being here today. You guys are doing a great job. You know, we really appreciate all the hard work you're doing and all that. And he's like, you know, hey man, I just gotta ask. He's like, so like, how does this work? Like after you work a long day like this, do you have to like go home and then be a dad, you know, or like what? And I told him like, well, I'm recently divorced. We're doing 50-50 time, but this is my weekend with our kid. And I'm like, you know, he's, you know, with grandma and grandpa right now, but yeah, when I get home, I gotta be dad. And I gotta, you know, get up at 6:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning when he gets up, and I need to, you know, do all that stuff. And it was just pretty amazing that he, you know, thought to ask a question like that. Because then afterwards he's like, well, you know, I really appreciate you taking time away from your kid and your family to, you know, be here with us today and all that stuff, and it's really nice and stuff. And I was just like, this is amazing. So, you know, we get these clients that are just absolutely, truly generous, grateful, considerate, polite people. And it's just an amazing experience versus, you know, like the Bridezillas or the, you know, the people that just don't give a shit about us. And we're there the longest. If you think about it, the photographers are there the entire day. We were there longer than the video guy. And we still have a lot of work to do after the wedding. That's why it takes like a month or whatever to deliver the images. But you think like clients would be more inclined to give you tips. Like I saw them like walking around with all these envelopes. You know, they gave like the DJ a tip, or they gave this guy a tip, whatever. We didn't get anything. And that's actually kind of like normal. We've only gotten like 1 or 2 tips in like 5 or 6 years we've been shooting weddings. And it's just a very weird thing. I don't remember if I gave my photographer a tip, to be honest, back when I got married in 2006. I don't remember. I don't know. So, I mean, I know like the priest got a tip and stuff like that, but I don't know. Very, very interesting to think about, because it's the stuff that people don't think about, and I'm pretty sure I didn't think about it when I got married either. But the photographer's there the longest. We were there for 10 hours. The videographer was there for maybe 6. The DJ's there for, oh geez, maybe 7, maybe. Makeup person, hair people, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours tops. So it's just very kind of interesting to think about. But anyway, it was just him asking you, like, you know, hey, you got to go home and be a dad now? And I was like, yeah, I do. You know, I was drinking energy drinks all evening because I was dying. You know, I was so tired. By the time I got home, I was so hocked up on goofballs, it was nuts. I got home and probably didn't get to sleep for another hour or 2. It was like 1 o'clock when I got to sleep, maybe. And then, I don't know. It's just crazy. So apparently they want to do the photo shoot in this. I'm just not feeling it. The deal with this, I think I already mentioned it, but they have like a special permit for this location that they needed to purchase in order for us to be able to do the photo shoot at this location. So it was like an extra or additional $100 to do it and all that. I don't even know if the place will be open if it's pouring like this. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Luke's in front of me here on the right up there with the white truck.